This episode is sponsored by Headspace. You know when you're just talking to someone and it's like, hey, how are we doing? And then you just instinctively go, good, how are you? For some reason, it's so ingrained in us, but I don't like to say I'm good unless I'm actually good, and that's why I use Headspace. Headspace is an app that helps me and 100 million people with their mental health and well-being with guided meditations, mindfulness practices, breathing and calming exercises, and so much more. I'm reducing stress, boosting my mood, and sleeping better. Feel good and mean it when you say it. For a limited time, get Headspace free for 60 days. Go to headspace.com/onlyfriends. That's HEADSPACE.com/onlyfriends to unlock all of Headspace free for 60 days. Headspace.com/onlyfriends. This episode is sponsored by Skims. Erin and I love Skims. We're obsessed with Skims. We own a lot of Skims. I have t-shirts, I have underwear, I have socks, I have pajamas, I have a robe, I have bras. Genuinely, every piece of underwear I wear now is Skims. Like, it's just so comfy and soft. And so are their bras, which I was very shocked by because I'm not a bra girly. Like, I don't like to wear bras, but their bras are very comfy, just like everything else. Shop Skims Ultimate Bra Collection and more at skims.com and Skims LA flagship on Sunset Boulevard. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Carly told me there was so much has happened.
I was just sitting down. I was like, God, Erin, you don't even know. So much has happened.
And I was looking forward to it, and now what? Nothing?
Well, I don't know. I could make something up.
Well, you know, some thoughts I have for this morning. It's a beautiful Monday morning here in Los Angeles, and, you know, this is just very inspiring to me, and I thought I'd share it with everyone.
T-minus 10. I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch. I feel so.
That's like literally every time I get my matcha in the morning.
That's like how good you feel. I know
that
love.
First sip, I'm like, I've never felt so
Erin,
connected
you need
to love.
Take that audio on TikTok, like get you getting your matcha.
Do you think someone will have it done by tomorrow?
Go right after. You got to get ahead of it.
I can't fake it.
I'm sure it's going to be like a whole sound. I feel like on TikTok.
1000%. I opened TikTok while I was like sitting here waiting for you, and I was like, I wonder if anything else has happened this morning that like I just need to refresh on since I've looked at the internet. And I opened it, and that was the first thing I saw, and I was like, this is gonna be a sound.
So yeah, they went to space. I thought they were going at like 1 a.m. for some reason.
I think it was at 9:30 Eastern, so 6:30 our time.
Might as well be 1 a.m.
I literally Googled yesterday. It was like Sunday night. I was like, what time do the girls go to space? That's literally what I typed into Google, and it had the full description. I was like, see, Google
I was so
AI
confused.
is so smart.
Yeah, I was so confused because it said a time, but it was like a GMT or GM something.
Green Meridian.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? And so I said, what time is it in LA at this time? And I swear it was like 1 or 2 a.m.
I think it was like 6:30 our time.
Yeah, I mean, it was because I saw like when I woke up, it was like 3 hours ago. I was like, they have landed, which by the way, I did not realize it was only 11 minutes.
Oh yeah, up and down, like the whole thing.
Maybe I do that. I remember we had a clip from our podcast that was like, would you go to space? I didn't realize it was only like driving to our podcast takes longer than that. So I don't know. I think that's so interesting. But
I thank God I was feeling really stressed about it.
Well, and everyone was like, I don't know what it is on TikTok. Like one person will be like, I have such a bad feeling about this. And then it just spreads and everyone's like, today's going to be it's such a bad feeling. Yeah. This is an omen. And then it's like,
I think to me though, it was so like the submersible thing where it's like all these rich, famous people who are like notable figures going into space. What could go wrong? Yeah. Like that was the vibe. And I was like, oh my God, like it's more of just like I hope it all goes well.
Oh yeah. Cause in my mind, like, I'm sure, like, I know since they send rockets and shit, like, what are they called? Rocket ships? I don't know.
Yeah.
Things up all the fucking time. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's going to explode if I'm in it. Or like, I just don't, obviously we don't understand the science as just regular people. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, there's probably fire happening and there's explosions and there's, you know, gas and what if something goes wrong, but that's what they're trained for. So
I heard like audio from, I didn't know Katy Perry was so like woo woo now.
Oh, I've learned this as a reason. I think when she put out this new album, it's like she's all like about woo-woo. That. She's very like 444 or number signs, angel numbers. Yes.
Oh, see, I don't like follow her on anything, and I got a TikTok last night of her talking about it, and it was like I was like, what the fuck?
You're talking about like the mom, her mom's nicknames, which is weird.
I know. And then I was like, okay, you didn't actually show proof of her calling you that name, though.
She did.
No, she showed
the text.
She showed the text of her calling her one of the names, but not the one that was like way more obscure.
I saw both.
Oh.
Yeah, on the one I saw, it was both. It was Feather and Tortoise. Was Tortoise?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see Tortoise.
Yeah, she had both.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Missed that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be fake, but I just doubt it. I don't think she would make that
No,
up.
totally. That's very weird. But then,
I thought you were going to say, because you're like, there was no proof. I thought you were going to say she like made it up.
No, I only saw
somebody
the Feather
blurred
one
it
on her video. But then today when they had like audio from the thing, she was like, thank goddess. Like,
yeah.
Instead of thank God, I was like, oh,
thank goddess. I mean, she's been around for so long. Something's going to happen when you're that famous that long, you know?
If I were Orlando Bloom, I'd be like, you're not fucking going. Like, we have a child.
Right? I'm like, she's like obsessed with her
Gayle
kids.
King go, like, she's old. She's lived a life. Like, you are a mother.
Well, it's funny. I feel like I've seen some Gayle King things before that happened, and she seemed like almost like she was too scared to go. Yeah. Like, there were some clips where she's like, I don't know. Like, and what's going to happen? I was like, do you want to go, ma'am? Like, who's making you do this?
I know.
That'd be so fun. Okay. Yeah, knowing it's 11 minutes, maybe I would do it. Maybe. Not that it's being offered.
I would not. I mean, like, it's hard enough to get me in an airplane, like, let alone.
Yeah.
Do you see that thing falling down? I was like, that parachute doesn't come out.
True,
like,
true.
All of these things.
The way it lands is crazy too.
I know, it's so funny too, because it's like
that little pod.
Reporter was like, "There's a soft landing," and then you see it, it's like dun dun dun.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus, you gotta go to the chiropractor after that.
Also, Gayle said that like the whole time they've been training, they've been trying to get Katy Perry to sing to them, and then she hasn't. She's like, no, like this is about like space and blah blah blah. But then finally today, after they did Zero Gravity, which I think they like get unbuckled and they like float around the little spacecraft.
That's what I would be excited for.
And then I would puke. I'd get motion sick.
Yeah, you would.
And then they strapped back in and she started singing like Amazing Grace or something.
It was We Are the World, I think. Or something about the world.
I wrote it. Oh, what a wonderful.
Oh, what a wonderful world.
Wonderful world.
What a wonderful world.
If I had to be trapped, now knowing this about Katy Perry, like I can only imagine the things she was saying. I'd be losing my mind.
Oh, I'd feel so at peace. I'd be like, okay, thank God. Like, you've
like,
got something going on.
I feel like someone tweeted something so funny. And I meant to screenshot it, but I didn't. But it was like about 11 minutes and then like being trapped with Katy Perry for 11 minutes and then being like, all right.
That's funny.
Pretty crazy. I'm glad it went well. I honestly was a little nervous.
I know.
I was like, this is going to be one of those things that...
There were like astrologers involved being like, and this is what Gayle's blah, blah, blah. But none of them seemed terrible. But one of them for Gayle was like this month, it was like problems with transportation, etc. So that was a little strange.
She probably was stressed about that.
Yeah, I would be.
These damn astrologers.
No, I know. If I was Katy Perry or any of them, I'd be like on TikTok, like, guys, shut the fuck up. Like, stop saying you have a bad feeling. Keep it to yourself.
Well, I feel like Katy Perry's so in a mindset now where it's like, what's meant to happen will happen. Yeah. Like, if it's gonna blow up, it blows up. And then like,
that's crazy, but you don't have to be on it.
That's the vibe that she's like
that's how you should feel when you're driving. Like, if someone ran into me, that's what happens. But like, I'm not, I'll do as best as I can. You're on a spaceship.
Yeah. It's also so interesting that she's like, this is about like Earth and Mother Nature and all of this. But it's like, okay, but think of how bad this probably is for the environment.
And Jeff Bezos sent them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, what do you mean?
It's just like such a funny juxtaposition of like her energy that she's putting out versus like the actual logistics of like how it's actually not probably good for like
not at all.
She's preaching like, oh, Earth and the beauty of the nature and our mother.
Like, it's giving I'm one of the world. Like, I like am, the oceans, the forest, I'm with one, but I fly private all the time. It's like, okay, how can you?
It
feels
like
that
she's going to be really annoying after this now.
I don't know.
I think we're about to see a shift.
I want to see how they felt, because I always hear that people, when they see Earth that far, they have this like intense moment of like this intense feeling of peace and just being like, wow. Like,
well, it was funny because
I'll never see this
the
again.
audio and the thing, they were like, everyone was like, look at the moon.
I know.
I wanted to see like a view from the ship.
I'm
like
sure they'll.
Inside.
I'm sure they'll.
The content needs to be coming out.
They'll be rolling it out, I'm sure.
Right now. I mean, it's been what? Hours and hours? Like 6 hours?
And she also released her set list while she was up there. There were cameras, so it was on a butterfly, all the song titles for her set list, and she showed it. That was like her announcement.
Oh, is she going on tour?
Oh, yeah.
She did all of this.
It's crazy. You're not seeing anything. I'm seeing so much, but I don't follow her anywhere. Like I've seen so many practice tour videos, like her not backstage, but like practicing with her dancers and like all the fun machinery she's using.
Her
and stuff.
energy maybe needs to shift onto you.
Yeah, I am so at peace.
Our mother.
I'm a mother. Someone also was like, why does this song sound so much better now that she went to space? I was like, shut up.
Oh my.
Like I hope this is a joke. It's a woman's world. I also thought this was hilarious. This man, I saw it on Twitter like yesterday, and then I saw it again today. This man who's in his 70s went to court. I don't know if you saw this, and he used an AI lawyer. So it was like on video. So I guess like I don't know. I guess you can have a lawyer on video. So he's there, and the judge is like, okay, let's hear from your lawyer. And she clicks the video, and it is clearly AI. Like it is a man who's like, hello, I am blah blah blah, and I'm
How
representing.
old was the judge?
Old, but she was like, what is this?
Okay,
she's
so
like,
the judge kind of immediately recognized.
yeah, she was like, how dare you? She was like, this was not ever told to me that you were going to be.
But also like, don't they need to have a degree?
A lawyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't understand how that would work. Like it was a very short clip, so I don't know like where the clip lives. I don't know where the full video is, but I don't know. I was just like, that is so funny that an old man in his 70s thought to do that. I wonder if someone younger, like one of his grandkids or something, was like, just use ChatGPT. It's so much easier, better, and you don't have to pay for it.
Because she had to have been like, this isn't legal. Like this isn't legal representation.
Oh
my. Court. AI.
My bag is so loud. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Wow. Imagine how much like.
Oh, it's literally still right here.
Oh.
Here.
Wait, but
may it please the court.
Did you say that it finished what happened, or is this the clip you watched?
This is what I watched.
Does it say like what she decided? That's what I'm looking for.
Well, it's a whole thing. Like,
okay.
Like I didn't. Yeah, here.
You just don't remember.
Today, a humble proceed before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
That's the AI.
Yeah.
Is this? Hold on. Is that counsel for
Hang on. Let me go back so you guys can like hear it better.
May it please the court. I come here today, a humble proceed before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this? Hold on. Is that counsel for the case?
I generated that.
I'm sorry?
I generated that. That is not a real person.
Okay. It would have been nice to know that when you made your application. You did not tell me that, sir. I received the application. And you have appeared before this court and been able to testify verbally in the past. You have gone to my clerk's office and held verbal conversations with our staff for over 30 minutes. Okay? I don't appreciate being misled. So either you are suffering from an ailment that prevents you from being able to articulate, or you don't. You are not going to use this courtroom as a launch for your business, sir. So if you are able to shut that off. If you want to have oral argument time, you may stand up and give it to me.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really understand.
I think she was offended because she was like,
no, but he must have been representing himself or something.
I think so, yeah.
Like I need like the back context because it doesn't, I'm like, I don't understand why she's so mad. But I also just like don't understand like legal
jargon
stuff.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. He was like, I generated it myself. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Her being like, bro, this isn't a business venture.
She knew right away. She was like, let's stop.
But I don't know if that's why I was confused, because I don't know if she's saying it because she's like, wait, who is this? Like you said you're representing yourself. Like that's what I'm interested in knowing. Yeah, maybe she was like story.
Yeah, maybe because she was like he was representing himself before, because that's what she was saying. Yeah, I don't know, but that's
why she's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
not like
hello.
Like I don't even know if she realized that it was AI. I think she was like, what is this? If you're representing yourself, like who the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, maybe. But he was like, I generated it myself.
Well, yeah,
so then, she knew. But
yeah, that's what she was crazy.
Like, I was like, this man's in his 70s and is doing all this.
Smart, but also probably not legal.
Yeah, no, probably not. Because you definitely need a legal degree, I would think.
Well, I guess if you can represent yourself in court and you don't need a legal degree.
That's true.
But I feel like it's probably different if it's like your attorney. I don't know. Pop off in the comments below if you have any understanding. Ask AI.
Like, could I be someone's attorney if I could if I can represent myself, I should be able to represent Erin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you would have no idea what's happening.
I'm like, what? I can't remember.
What did you do?
Yeah, literally. I'd be the worst lawyer. I'd be like, I'm so sorry to say this, but like,
yeah.
Sorry, judge.
Oh, me too. I could never. Oof. I'd be crying.
Because they're competitive.
I certainly couldn't be a defense attorney. Like, you're a criminal. You're a terrible, bad person.
You become one and that's all you say. My, what do they call them?
Client?
My client. See?
You're off to a great start.
My client is a terrible person and he did the crime.
Yeah.
We're done here.
I would go in to sabotage them.
Yeah, that's funny.
It would be really fun though, because it'd be like, you can tell me anything. And then they tell you and then you're like, what the fuck? Like, that's horrific.
Yeah.
Raw in hell.
Raw in hell. Wait, did that come out already?
No, it did not.
When does that come out, The Valley?
This week.
Oh, I saw something last week and I was like, it already came out and I totally missed it. But
probably
it
the
wasn't.
premiere party.
Yeah, probably.
I have it on our list, but we can talk about it now.
Oh, whatever you want to do.
No, whatever you want to do.
No, whatever
you want to do. Your call. You
whatever
choose,
you want to do. Well, I wanted to talk about the pit for a second, just because.
Why don't we just do this first then?
Oh, well, okay. I thought it was my decision.
Well, no, because now I'm getting stressed out. Okay. So it premieres tomorrow, but we record on Monday. So we will not have seen it by the time the podcast comes out on Wednesday if you are not on our Patreon. So we will discuss it next week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see.
But I'm very excited to watch it.
Oh, it's like Vanderpump where it comes out the day after we record. And then we have to remember 5, 7, 6 days later.
And then when people, it's very confusing because then people watch it most probably on Tuesday and then you listen to our podcast on Wednesday and then we're recapping the prior week's episodes.
Yeah.
So like I do get why that's like a little confusing.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is unless you're on our Patreon.
You'll all have to just sign up for Patreon because it'll come out Monday before the episode.
Yeah.
It would be perfect if it was like, if we released on like Wednesdays or something and it was on Tuesdays, it would be fresh. But you know, it doesn't always work out that way. So
that's just the way the that's just the way the Valley cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Jax is having a like premiere party at Jax's. So I will be driving by to see if it's popping off.
I'm sure it will be.
Which is just so crazy to me. I don't understand how people can watch
I was going to say that too.
Episodes in a bar. Like, I'm like, okay, I would watch the episode at home and then go, I'm not going. But like, if it were me attending that event.
Yeah, it's like what we did for the Vanderpump finale. Like, we watched it here. No speaking, no noise, watch the full thing.
Yes.
And then we went to like a watch party.
Yeah.
Because Erin has like the East Coast time. So we got to see it first.
Yeah. I just couldn't.
I couldn't either. I would be so annoyed. It's literally like for me, it would feel like I'm at a movie theater, but everyone's talking.
Yeah.
And having no care in the world. Like, shut the fuck up.
It's so hard. And I feel like those types of TVs aren't made, like the sound isn't right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're just coming out of the TV. Also, like at Jax's bar, like they do have a lot of TVs outside, but still. Also, like I'm not putting any money in that man's pockets.
I know, I have before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all going to him though.
I think like
I feel like a very, 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 very small percentage is going to him.
It's also one of those things where it's like I don't want him to think that I like him.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm going, it's like, oh, I need to go do investigative journalism, not like fangirl over Jax Taylor.
No, how embarrassing.
I know. And I do feel like a lot of people do that.
They do.
Which
it's
is
crazy.
So crazy. He tweeted something so funny. It came on my timeline this morning and I was cackling because he's just so stupid. He tweeted saying, we get it. You're in Coachella. Nobody cares, ... First of all, he said in Coachella, which like Coachella Valley like is a place, but like he definitely meant
at Coachella.
And then he spelled nobody KNOWB.
Whoa, where did that one come from?
If you're gonna,
I've never heard of that misspelling before.
If you are going to insult like a large group, like hundreds of thousands of people, at least like have proper grammar.
The amount of times I've looked up the difference between dessert and desert to post something is astronomical.
It's so funny.
He is the perfect combination of dumb and full of himself. and no self-awareness. It's like a perfect combo for reality TV. Like he is a perfect person for this show.
It's so
I'm excited. It's out tomorrow. Yay.
I know. Oof.
What?
Nervous.
I know.
Feel like a lot of people's lives are going to be at stake.
Oh yeah.
That drama.
I wonder who will all be at Jax's bar. Probably the cast.
Yeah.
Or I guess it depends if they're like
I think
cool
he's leveraging it because he said it was like Tom Schwartz will be there.
I was literally gonna be like, one person I know will be there.
Yeah, and it's like he has to advertise someone that like people actually like. I don't like him.
He is very likable to people.
It's
though.
literally like my nightmare.
Yeah, literally like
to people from Vanderpump.
Fuck, marry, kill. Wait, fuck, marry, kill. Jax, Tom Schwartz, Sandoval.
Oh, kill.
Have to choose.
Kill Jax, marry Schwartz.
People go, ooh.
Fuck Sandoval. I just like think I could deal with Schwartz the longest. He'd actually drive me insane.
Yeah, I think that would be my exact.
But it would be like too hard. Like, think of having to wait for Sandoval whenever you get ready. Like, I just absolutely couldn't.
The first episode, I think it's the first episode. It was like talking about how long it took him to do his hair, and I was like, I've been in a relationship like this. I have when I was like younger. That man took so long on his hair. It was like it was a turnoff because I was like, what? We need to leave. Like, why are you the ones doing your hair?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And like having to pretend to like his band, that would be
no. Oh my God. And all his like random karaoke when he's out.
couldn't.
No, I'd be so stressed anytime we'd go out anywhere. No, that's true.
Yeah.
Schwartz, I feel like we'd get along really well. I think me and Schwartz would.
Wouldn't. I would be like the Katy. I'd be the bitch wife, you know?
Yeah.
We're just strong women.
I'd be Joe.
Who are
I love you.
Literally.
I'd be Joe. I'd be obsessed with him.
Yeah, he would just think I'm mean when I'm like, no, like get your life together.
Yeah, and then I'd have to be like, no, she doesn't mean it like that. She like, she wants well for me. Yeah. Well, but also I think it would be really funny to be around Jax for a long period of time. Just like I don't want to be married to the guy, so this isn't really applying to this scenario, but I just think it would be funny to be around him.
Like psychoanalyze him?
Yeah, so like watch him live his life. Like that's what I want to It's a Wonderful Life, Jax Taylor.
You could, just like hang with him for a while before you kill him.
That's true. But then I have to go to jail, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to actually kill him, but I also do not want to fuck him at all.
No, that would be really scary. I just feel like
that'd be
he
so
probably
scary.
can't get it up.
He probably, no, I think you're right. And has he said this before? I feel like he's said that.
I'm assuming from the coke.
Yeah. I just feel like he's a really scary sex person.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Sweat.
Yeah, and like just like, I'm just like scary. Like he seems like one of those guys who's like, I'm in a porno, and you are too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that would freak me out. I don't get that from the other two. I'll be honest.
No,
Schwartz. Oh, that'd be easy. I feel like that'd just be easy sex. It'd be fine.
Yeah, that's like the kind where you're just like, just get it over with, because he doesn't seem like the kind who's like mindful about the woman.
I don't know. Maybe Katie's made him though.
I feel like hot take Sandoval, even though he's a narcissist, probably is, because like he would take joy in knowing
100%.
that like he could get a girl off.
I've heard narcissistic men are really good at sex.
Wow.
Isn't that
Well,
crazy?
good thing I'm fucking him.
Yeah, woo.
I'll let you guys know how it goes.
And I think it's because of that. It's like they want to show like, and so for women it gets confusing because they're like, wow, that was such great sex, but they suck. Yeah. So
yeah, Schwartz is just like too lazy. He's like, oh, this is taking so long. Like that's
yeah. Like, but like I feel like everything else we could just chill and just like we could watch.
Schwartz?
Just yeah.
Well, that's why I would marry him, because I'm like, you wouldn't even be in my life.
No, for real. Like you can go, like you're out of my way if you want, or if I want.
Go do your loser things somewhere else.
Oh man.
Well, you wanted to say something.
I did.
Yeah.
About the pit?
Oh yes.
I just like, man, what a good ending to a season. I think they did it so well.
That episode really emotionally, it was like very heavily emotional for me, because I think it was like they did such a good job encompassing like, okay, this is the end of the day and this is how fucked up everyone is, and like obviously they went through this like crazy fucking like mass casualty event, but I can imagine like just the weight you bear after you like deal with this all day. And oh my God, I was like, I think it was just such an amazing job of fully capturing that feeling.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm depressed.
I know. And I love how they pretty much wrapped up every character perfectly, except for, I forget her name, Collins, the one who was sent home.
The Bangs? Oh, Collins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what's up with that.
Well, that's because we talked about this, right? Something like happened in her family, so she had to be...
I don't think we talked about that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think
I really didn't know that. You know how like I'll say that, but like we talked about it. I think I really
spoke about it. I'm like talking about it with so many people, so I can't keep my who I've chatted with it since. Apparently something happened. Like she had a family emergency while they were filming, and like her original character was supposed to be like written into the show more, but she had to go like tend to that emergency.
Okay, because I was like, dang, that would suck. Like if I played her character, I'd be like, oh, that's it. Yeah. But I think they did such a good job wrapping up everyone's individual thing. And I'm obsessed that it did not end on a fucking cliffhanger. Yeah. Like, do not like take shows need to take. I don't know. Maybe they don't always end in cliffhangers, but I feel like they usually do. Like Severance did. I feel like the first season.
Don't remember.
But like I remember it ending and be like, oh, what the fuck? And like, when I rewatched Weeds, like every season ends on a cliffhanger. Yeah. It's like, guys, don't do that. It makes it so much more bearable to just not, because then you're like, to me, then I get frustrated. So I'm like, well, now I'm going to wait so long and I'm not going to remember.
But think of when those shows were actually airing. We didn't have to wait that long. Like wait, they'd be on like once a year. Sometimes
but still
twice.
That feels like a long time.
Think about it now though. I feel like it's like a year and a half, 2 years.
Well, they said this one will be every year.
I mean, it's coming out in January. They're already filming it.
Thank God.
They said that, so it'll be like 10 months post where they are at now. And they said that, oh my God, what the fuck is his name?
Langdon?
Yeah. He's like fully back and rehabilitated.
There's a big Langdon, I forget her name, Bryan Cranston's daughter.
Okay, yeah.
There's a whole like people like
shipping
fan cams of them. Yeah. It's very funny.
So cute. Yeah. I just love them all so much. I love the show.
I love the Whitaker, whatever her name is, Santos. Roommate situation. I think that'll be fun. It feels like the beginning of Grey's. Like it feels like they're developing these characters and maybe next season we'll see them at home. Maybe.
I saw something that like kind of made me mad. It was Langdon, like him outside of the character was doing an interview and he was saying that there's like people are being like misogynistic against Santos's character, even though like her and Langdon have the same like energy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't like her because she's like dominating her field. I wasn't liking her because she's mean to people and like bullying them.
Like I feel like we talked about that.
Yeah. But he like went on a podcast and then there was like this whole thing on Twitter that I saw and I was like, that's not why I don't like her.
Interesting. I don't think they give the same energy at all. I mean, he can be an asshole.
Yes.
But in my mind, I'm like, he is like higher. He has like a hierarchy, which like sounds fucked up because it's like, yeah, it gives him more power. But I wouldn't, being an attending, whatever they are, is it attending? First year? What I think
they're
she's
all
first
different.
year. Yeah, I think she's first year. I
don't
think.
know.
Yeah, she just seems like a bully.
Yeah, the way that she was like treating Whitaker, I was like, this is mean.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with her like work ethic.
Yeah. I think her work ethic is really good. Yeah. I think she's probably going to make
Sometimes
a great
I was
doctor.
Like scared though. I'm like, Chica, careful.
I know.
Also, it's so crazy that, Whitaker's British.
What?
And then,
I hate finding these things out. It stresses me out so bad.
Oh my God, what is her name? The girl whose mom is also a doctor. She's like Australian.
Okay.
I saw something with her last night. I was like, what the fuck? And she was talking about.
It's jarring when you hear it for the first time.
Yeah. It was like a whole, I think there might be somebody else, but I was watching an interview with her in it. And the interviewer was like, you're like one of a couple people who aren't American. Like, what is some like jargon that you have to say that's like really hard? And then she was like saying lines and she was like, this one really fucked me up.
Oh, funny.
I think she's Australian.
That's crazy. I've never caught any accent. Sometimes like when an actor has an accent, you can kind of tell in parts. I've never noticed, but maybe now that we know.
People were saying they were like, Whitaker slipped a couple times. I'm like,
oh,
I've never noticed, but yeah. Didn't know.
I was also cackling. There was like I don't know if he's on Twitter, but it was the scene of Bryan Cranston's daughter picking up her sister and walking home. And when she was like, can we go get these? Can we watch Elf? It was like, if I had that shift that day and I'd pick up my sister, I'd be like, you watching Elf by your damn self.
That part specifically like made me cry.
I know.
Because I was so, like an angel. And then like she did all of this, had like was composed the whole day and then like cannot get a break. And I was like, it's so crazy to think that like so many people, like this is their like actual life.
I know. Oh, so sweet. She was like, it's our Friday, whatever you want to do. Like,
we'll go to a movie.
Could not be me.
I
I'd
would
be
just
like,
fall asleep in the movie.
Yeah. I'd be like, someone needs to pick her up. I need to go straight to bed.
I know. It was a really, really good episode.
Yeah.
But it was like heavy on my heart.
Yeah.
As an empath, you know, I was just like, all of these like medical professionals, like in real life, like these are their life stories that like they don't get a break.
Yeah.
You still have to like be a parent, be a sibling, be an adult.
Especially when you're in school too. Because like the ones that are in school and doing residency, it's like you have no time for anything really.
So crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, to circle back to that, Santos redeemed herself for me by being so nice to Whitaker. And I think it'll be really funny to see them as roommates.
Yeah. Something that kind of bothered me, and I don't know why, I forget her name. She's the one that has like, in the last episode, it was like, she didn't want to go home. She was like,
yeah.
I'm just like, why wasn't this built before? I feel like this was the first time I've ever seen her be like, well, I guess it's because she's going home. But I've never seen her, like, I mean, that's the time that they're going home from their shift. Yeah. So, like, I guess why would we see that before? But I never got anything from her that was like, I'm a workaholic. Like, I'm avoiding something.
The whole point was that, like, sometimes the adrenaline rush after something like that, like having that day, she then, like, crashed out 10 minutes later.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. But I saw some theory. It was like, because her dad died, I guess. Like, her character's dad died. So she sees Robbie as, like, a father figure. Oh. And, like, she puts everything in her work and doesn't want to, like... I mean, she's very, like, guys, I have a life. I swear, you know? Yeah. And she's...
I thought it was just, like...
I think it's a little more than that. But I was just like, what is... Like, maybe you're right. But I was just like, I wish this was, like, built up a little more. It just felt out of nowhere. Because people were like acting as if she does it all the time. They're like, you can't be here. Like, go home. Come on.
Oh, I didn't think that.
Oh, I did.
Like the Bangs lady, she was like, girl, you're just having like a,
oh yeah. It's like your adrenaline.
A rush. Yeah. You're going to crash out.
Yeah. And
I think that maybe they were just like noting that that's a thing that happens.
That's true. That could be it too.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really look into it.
I was just like, okay, I get it. Just want to go home. Great episode, though. I'm so happy you mentioned it. And I'm so happy I actually watched it.
You should start watching shows I recommend more.
I know. Well, what else should I watch?
I just started one on Apple TV, but you're not going to want to watch it because it's weekly.
So well, maybe when it's out, yeah.
It's called, I wrote it down, Friends and Neighbors or something like that. Your Friends and Neighbors. John Hamm is in it. The first 2 episodes were out. It's so good.
Is it funny or dramatic?
Like both.
Okay.
We loved it and we're so upset that
it's every week.
Yeah, I don't know if I like laughed at all. It's like not like slap happy humor. It's like one of those ones that I just like don't know how to describe it. I would say like drama.
Like not like this, but like Breaking Bad where it's like dramatic, but there's like funny moments, but you're not like, ha ha ha. Yeah. Just like, oh, that's silly.
Yeah.
Okay. I love John Hamm.
Really, I know. Yeah, he's so good. It's so really good. And then the new season of Hacks is out, so we watched that, which is just that's funny.
Yeah, I watched the first season. I don't know what happened. I enjoyed it, but I just never like kept going.
Well, it's easy if you binge it.
Yeah, because they were like short.
Yeah, I think they're 30, maybe 40 minutes.
Oh my God, I watched the first episode of Black Mirror, this season's Black Mirror. Can I tell you what the first episode is? Okay, well.
No, actually.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to watch it. I
haven't watched it probably since the first
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like you wouldn't want to watch it. But
it gives me too
That's same with Nolan. He's like, they're too dark. Like, yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I should even watch it right now because like everything is so crazy. But the first one wasn't like as like, I mean, it was dark, but it wasn't as like crazy as they can get. But it's Rashida Jones and I have to look at his name because you're gonna laugh because like he's so famous and I have no idea what his name is. But basically Rashida Jones, they're married, and she sorry, I cannot do this at the same time. I'll find it later, whatever. Famous actor. I'll do it while Erin will find it. She's a teacher, and it's definitely in the future because she's talking about how like bees, like how they used to pollinate, and like now they go to like this center and like blah blah blah. So she's teaching, and she just passes out unsure what's going on. He gets to the hospital. She's like brain dead. Like she's dead basically.
Sheeta.
So this doctor comes in and she's like, there is something that you can do. I can't recommend it, but it is an option. And it'll keep her alive. But I think it's like, you'll have to talk to the person in charge. And so he talks to the girl or the woman who like created this company or whatever. And she's like, and she is one of these people that it's been done to. When you die, you can get this thing implanted that like, in my mind, it's like what Neuralink is. It's probably not. It's in your mind and it attaches to a satellite. And so it keeps you alive that way. And so he was like very skeptical and he's like, I don't know if I want to do that. And she's like, well, I've done it. And like, everything is normal. Like I can talk, I can, you didn't even know I had it. And he was like, okay, let's do it. So they do it and it's all fine and dandy. But then she starts saying random ads. Like they'll be talking, like if we're talking about like deodorant, it would be me being like, oh my God, I was putting on deodorant. And if you have dry, it's like that. And it's like a whole ad. And so he gets pissed and he's like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, so you have the base one.
Oh, you need to pay.
Well, yeah, you have the base subscription, which by the way, they're like barely getting by. Like they are barely getting by. Yes. You have the base subscription. If you upgrade, you won't have ads. And so he like upgrades, whatever. So then she doesn't have ads anymore because she can't work with the ads happening. Because she told one student came up to her about like something happening at home. And she was like, if your family's going through crisis, go to Christ.com or something. And they're like, the parents got mad because they're like, your teacher told us to go to Christ.com. And so things just keep happening. And then he finds out that they can't even leave their like area without it stopping working. And then she died. And so she's like, oh, no worries. You can upgrade and they'll be all over the United States. Like you can travel. And so it's just like this constant thing of upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. And then it just it's interesting. But I'm like, is that what Neuralink is? Wait, did you find the actor?
Yeah, I would not call this guy like very famous.
I feel like he's in so many.
Chris Dowd. He was in Bridesmaids.
I feel like he's in so many random things. Yeah. I feel like I've seen him in so many
movies.
Chris O'Dowd. I've seen him in every movie.
I'm surprised you remember this guy.
I don't know why. He's so obvious. What's his name?
Chris O'Dowd. Bridesmaids.
I feel like he's probably in something so random that I have recently watched. Oh, yup. O'Dowd. Yeah, I thought he was really famous.
I would say he's like a B-list celebrity.
Oh, the It Crowd. I watched that. The IT Crowd. Okay, well, good to know. But I'm probably going to finish it. I know one episode takes place in space. Not sure if I care about that, but we'll see.
Little Katy Perry cameo?
Little Katy Perry cameo.
Oh, Black Mirror. What season is it on even?
I think it's 7.
Jeez.
Which is crazy. I feel like I've only seen like one other season. Maybe 2.
I think I watched 2 seasons and I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah, once someone's consciousness was in like a teddy bear, I was like, oh, I have anxiety now.
I know.
But I don't know. I want to read books like that. Like I feel like that'd be so interesting because it's obviously a thriller, but it's also sci-fi a little bit.
Yeah.
So like that one I just watched, like that would be such a good book. It'd be so interesting to like be like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. But I'd be too afraid that if I read a sci-fi book, it'd be like,
time for
lasers.
Star Wars.
Literally. Like I don't want to read Star Wars.
Pick it up. Maybe you do.
I get obsessed. I'm like one of those like Star Wars nerds.
Oh God. Those freaks.
Like that was a big thing when we were like growing up. Like my cousin had like all the Star Wars, everything in his room, like all the action figures. And it was just like a whole thing.
Is Star Wars is the May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
Not Star Trek.
Well, Force be with you. But yeah.
4th. Like May 4th.
Oh, yeah.
It's May the 4th be with you.
I mean, the Force is from Star Wars, okay. But maybe they made fun of it in Star Trek. Who knows?
I don't think they did.
Okay.
It's got to be a Star Wars thing. I just get the two confused all the time.
This episode is sponsored by Headspace. You know when you're at the grocery store or wherever and the checkout person is like, how are you doing? And you're like, good, how are you? And then you're like, wait, why did I say good? Like, I'm not good. I don't want to say I'm good unless I'm actually good, okay? And I feel like Honestly, I hate those conversations anyway. I like when people are just like, honestly, like, traffic was terrible. I'm having issues with my husband. Like, I would rather someone say that. But anyways, Headspace is a great app. It helps over 100 million people, including me, with anxiety through guided meditations, breathing exercises, mindfulness, and so much more. Headspace combines scientifically proven benefits of meditation and mindfulness with modern practices, and you learn from experienced meditation teachers. If you're a total newbie or have been meditating for years, there's always content for what you're going through. Whenever I use it, it feels like it's made just for me. For real, I was not a huge like meditate girly. Like I always thought meditating meant like sitting there and having zero thoughts, but that's not what it is. And Headspace taught me that for real. You just sit there and whatever thought you have, you just let it go by. You like observe the thought and let it go by and not have a ton of emotional connection to it. I love the guided meditations on Headspace. Feel good and mean it when you say it. For a limited time, get Headspace for free for 60 days. Go to headspace.com/onlyfriends. That's HEADSPACE.com/onlyfriends to unlock all of Headspace free for 60 days. Headspace.com/onlyfriends. This episode is sponsored by Skims. You guys know Erin and I are very big Skims fans. Erin and I are head to toe Skims usually. Erin got me into Skims actually. I swear she knew about it before anyone I knew about it. Like, I don't know. But she got me a robe for being a bridesmaid in her wedding. She got all of her bridesmaids' robes. And from then, I was hooked. And then, thankfully, they wanted to work with us on the podcast, which was so exciting because then I got to try so much other stuff that they had. Underwear, some of their Fits Everybody tops and tanks, stuff that I wear every single day. Like, I'm just very happy that we are a partner, and it's very cool. They also have really comfortable bras, which is crazy that I'm saying that because I'm not a bra girly. I literally do not wear bras. But they sent me let me see what it's called. They sent me the ultimate teardrop push-up bra. And it's not like the squeezing, like unnatural lift. The technology in it's great. They fit like a glove. They make you look great. And I love them. They're so comfy. Shop Skims Ultimate Bra Collection and more at skims.com and Skims LA flagship on Sunset Boulevard. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. How dare you? Some Star Wars head is going to be so mad at that.
That's quite all right. Don't be mad at me, Leia. I saw something this weekend that was so funny. It said that, I'm sure you saw it, the Chinese state media tells people who weigh less than 110 pounds to stay inside because it was so windy.
Yeah.
They were just going to get blown away. You'd have to stay inside.
Literally, that'd be such a good excuse. I'm like, I can't go. Like, I literally am mandated to stay inside.
That's so
But then I'm like wondering if I stepped outside, would I blow away? Like, what would that look like?
I doubt it. I feel like they're just being
really dangerous.
Cautious.
That's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it is.
I wish they released data that said like how many people had to stay inside.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're all so little.
I know.
That's why they got to issue the warning. They're definitely not issuing that in America.
No, definitely not. They're like, all y'all are 800 pounds.
Yeah.
I've seen China's made like really funny videos about like Americans, like if we were the ones to like be working on stuff in factories, and it's just like a parody. It's a cartoon, but it's all like very obese people, just like eating burgers and having like a bunch of sodas around them and fries and just like creating stuff at factories. I don't know.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Coachella was this weekend.
Oh yes,
I did like weirdly have a little Coachella FOMO.
Oh really?
But I don't know if it was Coachella. I just like love the desert and being there. Like I don't know if like actually going to the festival, but it was weird. Like I feel like I haven't felt
camping.
No, I haven't felt that urge in a while, but I just need to like I think it's just because I haven't been to Palm Springs in so long that I'm like fiending.
Oh well, 'tis the season.
I know. I was like, TJ, should we go next weekend? And he was like, no.
Is that because the house you sent? You like accidentally sent us a house.
No, that's where I got invited to the Camp Poosh event.
Cool. Yeah.
But I was like,
wait, I think I did too.
Fuck, I'm not even going to be there. And so I was on the phone with Mike, but then he texted our group chat and I accidentally sent it there because I was like, oh, this is the house that they have it at.
That's crazy. It's so big.
I know.
It was like 17 bedrooms.
It's so funny because it's like truly in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Someone said that.
I almost bought a flight to Korea because I was like having such bad FOMO.
Okay, Matt. Somebody said that. So there was just an earthquake at like 10.
My thing went off 2 times and we were both sitting there and we were like, are you feeling anything?
No, Nolan too. And I was like, he was like, look, the plant's shaking. I was like, that's the only thing though. Like, I don't see anything else. But apparently like there are people in Coachella were like running out of Starbucks and stuff.
I think it was in San Diego.
It was, yeah.
So, I mean, that's way closer.
Yeah. So, I mean, they were feeling it, but it's just like a lot of these people are not from California. So they were like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sammy said she felt it in Burbank.
What?
Yeah. I was like, I think you're lying.
Maybe if you're like, is she like in a higher...
I don't know.
Building? Because like maybe if your
other friend who lives in Burbank was like, I didn't feel a thing.
Huh. Oh, hi Paris.
Hi. Were you laying in the sun, little baby?
Yeah, she says, I'm trying to cool off now.
Little baby.
A little baby.
Oh, hi. You can lay down. You want to lick my little water? Good job. Also, so I was supposed to go with TJ this weekend to his like race car thing that he was doing, but I decided not to. And thank God, because his plane got struck by lightning. And
what does that even mean? What does that feel like?
Well, he was like, it didn't really feel like anything, like maybe a little jolt, but then the whole cabin just like lit, like it was just like a flash in the cabin. And he was like, everyone was just like, what the fuck was that?
Holy shit.
I would have lost. I'd be like, oh, the wing's gonna fall off.
No, for real.
Even if like afterwards it's like, okay, we're fine, I would be like,
yeah, I'd be like, what did it do though? What did it do to the plane though? But apparently that happens all the time.
Yeah, the wings are I mean, he read me like a whole fucking thing afterwards, but I was like, still, like logically, I know that.
Especially with just like all these reportings of like all these planes and helicopters, not to like, you know, I don't want to like talk about it really, but
even the like turbulence thing, it's like, I know about turbulence. I know.
It's still not fun when you're in it.
Yeah, but it's like then the drastic part of me is like scary.
Yeah, that freaked me the fuck out.
And the logic part is like, doesn't exist.
Fine. It happens all the time.
Really scary.
Yeah, crazy. Was it on the way there or back?
On the way there, like kind of as they were like descending.
That would suck too, because then you'd be afraid of the next flight back.
I know. That's what I said. And he had to take 4 flights. Like there's no direct way.
Oh my God.
No direct way.
4, like 2.
The Carolinas. It's evil.
Oh, Carolina.
Okay. Oh, Carolina. Really scary. I also saw a movie this weekend.
What movie?
I saw Sacramento. It was really cute.
I've never even heard of it. Is it in theaters?
Mm-hmm. Michael Cera's in it. Kristen Stewart is in it. It's like the perfect like 90-minute film.
Oh, cute.
Like really quick. I enjoyed it. It was...
What's it called?
Sacramento.
Okay, cool.
It was cute.
Love. Did you go to matinee?
No, went on Friday night.
Whoa, Erin.
Yeah.
That's crazy for you.
To go out on a Friday night?
No, a movie at night. Yeah. Scary. Movie theater at night? No. It's crazy that's like all we used to do. Like as like teens and stuff.
I know.
Like I'd only go to a movie at night. Now it's like I only go at like noon.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's cheaper. It's matinee.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have AMC.
So does Nolan, but I don't know like what his plan is.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a different plan or something.
I think there's only one.
Oh, well then maybe you just didn't know. Does it make it like all the movies are the same price? Matinee price?
No, it's just you pay a certain amount a month. So it's like so you pay like the X amount per month, but then you could go to as many movies as you want. So it's like no real
I think his
price.
is like not that. I think it's like points and stuff, or it's like stupid. He like didn't realize what it was. But you can like get free snacks and shit.
Yeah, that's
but it doesn't include the movies.
Oh.
I think it's like a lower one. He thought it. I don't know.
Got it.
Who knows?
Got
TBH.
it. Got
but we don't go enough to justify it anyway. So
yeah. Well, honestly, like if you go one time a month, like you're paying for it. So
yeah,
whatever. Also a fun thing on Saturday, I was hanging out with little baby Beckham on Saturday, and we got Chili's like takeout. They do takeout margaritas.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yum.
So I thought that was a fun fact to share with the class.
Cute. Was it good? Like it was from Chili's.
All the margaritas at places like that, like I don't really love because they
are
just
from a
taste
bottle.
so sugary.
Yeah.
I don't even think I finished it, but it's a fun little hack. You can buy a gallon.
Yeah, we
didn't do that.
I think that during quarantine we did that at a restaurant. Yeah, we got like so much, but it literally was like sugar, and we were like, I can't even think about drinking this again. Like it's too much.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I saw Tristan posted, he was at like a Poppy event at Coachella. Oh. And I was like, oh my God, it's probably so good. It was like Poppy was giving out these like cans of Poppy with the top cut off. And then it was like
cute.
margaritas and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's probably so fucking good. I just want a little sippy sip of that.
Like I always would make a poppy mixie.
Yeah. But it was so cute drinking it like a little straw in the bottle or the can. I was like, obviously it's like the brand
Carly's
thing.
like,
But
I'm going to go to Coachella now.
for that only.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Little popperine.
Little pooperine.
That's really all my weekend.
Actually, I do want to go because they have all that merch there. I love the Poppy merch. They have like the blue one. I'm like, I want it.
I haven't got a Poppy package in a very long time.
Same.
That's
Poppy,
okay though.
Poppy, are you there?
I think
Hello,
the last
Poppy?
one was, I got like the December.
The pajamas.
Yeah. I care less about the clothes.
I know.
I like the bevs.
Well, I like both.
Yeah.
I love having the bevs too.
I would be fine if they only sent, I actually prefer if they only would send the actual product.
I would riot.
I just like give my clothes
I mean,
to
yeah,
everyone.
I normally will like,
I can hear Paris.
it'll end up in the donation pile at some point, but I still am obsessed with the pink one. Like the first one I ever got, I'm still wearing that sweater all the time. I think it's
you
cute.
do.
I get so many compliments on it too. It's so funny. They're like, "Where did you get that?" Like, I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if you can get it. Like, I don't know. It's so exclusive. I have no idea.
Exclusive merch from years ago. Oh, I can hear her crying okay. Hi, baby. I heard her crying at the door.
Yeah.
Anything else from your weekend?
Nothing crazy. Saturday, Emma really wanted to drive my new car. And so we just went to Best Buy, went to the mall. I was looking for sunglasses because I ordered some from Crap Eyewear. Way too big. And I was like,
your little tiny baby
I'm just
head.
like, yeah. So I was like, I need to like measure and I need to, I don't know.
Well, it's good to go in real life.
I know. We went to, what is it called?
Sunglass Hut?
And the guy or was it sunglasses? I don't know. But the guy brought out all the kids ones and they all fit great, but they were all like ugly because they were for kids. They were like
Even
decorative.
At Sunglass Hut?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They were just like, nothing I would like buy. Yeah. But I've gotten some like recommendations of like, there's some brands that will do smaller sizing, like mini or whatever. So I don't know.
This day in history.
I'm sorry, it's herstory, now that Katy Perry and all them have been in space.
First, Sadie Sink.
Happy birthday, girl.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Chance the Rapper. Martin Lawrence. Akon. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bill Belichick. John Cryer. And Ashley Schwann.
Happy birthday, Sadie Sink. Is she like 22?
23.
Okay.
A little baby. I bet she's really gearing up for Stranger Things.
Is it coming out again?
Yeah.
This is the last one, right?
Yeah. Which, like, good grief.
No, I know. Have you watched like any?
All of them, yeah.
Oh, you have. Oh, wow.
And I'll watch this season, but it definitely needs to end.
Yeah, you got to watch the last one if you're watching.
Yeah. Also, just like so upsetting. David. Oh my God, what the fuck is his last name? I don't know. He's married to Lily Allen, and like apparently he's been cheating on her, and I think they're separated now. So it's just gonna be like,
ew,
so disappointing watching.
Yeah.
David. Oh my God, it's gonna drive me nuts. David. His name's not even David.
David Blaine. David Copperfield.
Yeah. David Harbour. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Okay, then for entertainment, we've got All That. Love and Basketball, which was a movie I was obsessed with when I was a teen.
I'm so shocked.
It was so good and like, what a story. Then we've got Flip or Flop.
Oh.
Payphone by Maroon 5. And just an iconic hit, Literally My Life.
Oh my God.
By My Life is Ava.
My Life
is pictures every single night.
That song will go to the grave with me for sure.
It's a good one.
It will never escape my brain. I think
she's like a DJ now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Like she gives like very cool vibes.
Yeah. Sorry, there's something I wanted to go back on that you just read, but I can't remember. Oh, whatever.
Flip or Flop? Payphone?
I don't know.
All That?
No.
Can't remember.
All That was good though. It was like the kids SNL, basically.
Yeah.
Like Keenan
it's so
came
weird
from.
to watch it now because I'm like, this is not funny.
Oh, well, also it was like the whole David the other David, the guy who was like molesting children and stuff on Nickelodeon. Yeah.
I just mean like the humor of it all.
No, of course. I mean, it's for kids.
Yeah.
And also the early 2000s.
It's so I'll see clips and I'm like, I can't believe I ever thought this was funny.
Sometimes I see SNL clips and I'm like, I can't believe I thought this was funny.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
SNL.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's still a show.
I know.
Money laundering
still good. It's a money laundering scheme.
Okay. Some news we kind of already went over. Vanderpump of it all. I did see, I mean, whatever, the Valley. But Vanderpump, I did see that as of last Wednesday, they had like cameras picked up. They're filming boots on the ground.
The Valley? Or Vanderpump. Yeah. Sorry. In my mind, Vanderpump is done. No. So like when you say they're filming, I'm like, what do you mean? Okay, interesting.
And then another thing was that Allie Luber went on Nick Vile's podcast and, you know, like a little soundbite that's been going pretty viral was her saying that Lisa Vanderpump called her a couple months after that whole thing happened. I think it was a couple months and was like, you need to get back with James. Like you guys are such a cute couple. You need to go with him to his shows, which like doesn't surprise me at all. She hates women.
I know. She's not a girl's girl at all.
Yeah. Not that you have to be a girl's girl to just like, I don't even know if I would. What is like a girl's girl?
A girl's girl is like, I need to tell you like your lipstick looks.
Like there are parts where I feel like it's like, all right. Like what? I'm not gonna.
A girl's girl to me is like, I saw a couple together and then the guy walked away and like kissed someone, then went back to her, and I'd be like, I'd tell the girl. That's a girl's girl. Like, hey, I just saw the guy you're with kiss. I don't know what's going on, but that just happened. That's a girl's girl.
To an extent, I am, but then there are some things where I'm like, no.
Okay, like I don't know. Because
I think it's like I would never enable a girl's behavior just and then like say I'm a girl's girl. Like if someone's doing something bad.
No, of course.
But like I feel like it's like all or nothing. Women are connected.
No, it doesn't have to be black and white. No.
I just thought it was.
No. It is whatever you want it to be, Erin.
I think I also just like
you are a girl's girl. You're like of the people. You're for the people of that you like.
Yeah, I'm a people's girl.
But you're definitely like, yeah, you're a girl's girl. Like if I was like, hey, does this look cute? I know you'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you know what I mean? Like you would be honest.
And that is a girl's girl?
Well, I think so. I think it's, if you want the honesty, then yes, that is a girl's girl. It's like, hey, I think you would look so much better in this. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think it's a girl's girl if you do it without someone asking you. Then it's kind of like, okay, that's a little, I didn't ask, you know? Because then it's just rude to be like, hey, your outfit sucks. Go change it, bitch.
I wonder if there's like a quiz.
Or if you're like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm going to dye my hair purple. And you were like, I don't know.
Let's see if you're really a girl's girl.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you do when you see a pretty girl? Drool, roll my eyes.
Roll my eyes.
Nothing. I don't care. Say hi to her.
Say nothing, I think.
This literally happened, not to her. This literally happened yesterday when we were waiting in line at the coffee shop. I was like, that is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But I didn't say anything. Roll my eyes.
No, roll your eyes is so funny.
I guess
jealous.
Like, I guess the equivalent to that to me would be like drool.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like gawking over.
Same. I'd be like, oh my God, she's so. I say it honestly. I love on the spectrum a lot too. I'm like, that girl is gorgeous.
Love on the spectrum? Who?
A lot of the dates these men go on, I'm just like, she's so gorgeous.
I watched it.
Yeah, Georgie. I love Georgie. I think she's so
Georgie.
Beautiful. I thought the girl, Tanner went on a date on at the like farm. She had like she looked like old beautiful. Like I don't know how to explain it.
She looks like she'd be a model for Praying.
Yes. Yeah, like she looks like cool.
Which isn't like a old. That's like that I'm just gonna leave it at she looks like she'd be a model.
Like she looks like her eyebrows are bleached. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like she looks So I don't know. I'd say drool, I guess.
Okay. Your boyfriend is talking to another girl. Does this bother? Okay. How does this have to do with like being a girl's girl?
Does it bother you? Is that what it says?
Okay, next one. Is your best friend a girl? Yes, she's so pretty. Duh. No, I hate everyone and everything. No, they are not. My best friend is not a girl.
Wow.
It's Timothy Joseph Petrarca.
Yeah, but
fruit or vegetables?
But throughout your life, you'd be like, Sammy's like your...
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just trying to make your score a little better, is all.
These questions are so stupid.
Is it like
fruit
BuzzFeed?
Or vegetables?
Like what? Is that BuzzFeed?
Fruit, because I'm fruity. Yeah, it is. If you saw a girl had bled through her white shorts, would you tell her?
Oh, yeah.
I
see
think
that's like a girl's girl. Sorry.
To me, that's
it's
just
really
like being a nice person.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Like you already
Like if a guy was bleeding through his shorts, I'd tell him too. Does that make me a boy's girl?
No.
I'm a girl's girl for a man. Yes, and
I said, you're of the people.
Yes, and I would also give her chocolate.
I'd put the tampon in for her.
Slumber party. Women's rights are important to you. No. Women's wrongs.
Women's wrongs.
Are you like other girls? Yeah, I guess the whole like thing just confuses me a little bit. And I think it's like
what a girl's girl is.
Yeah.
Let me find a definition.
BuzzFeed's Girls quiz.
A girl's girl is someone who demonstrates unwavering support and unity with other women. Okay, I see where you're going. It's a term often used to describe individuals.
Unwavering? No.
Well, hold on. It's a term often used to describe individuals who prioritize the well-being and success of their female friends and peers. Like, it would be like if I somehow was on Dancing with the Stars and you're like, I'm so excited for you. Like, that's a girl's girl. Like, hell yeah, success. Like, she's doing something cool.
Sure. But this one says a girl's girl is someone who values their female relationships over their male relationships. A guy's girl is one who does the opposite. You often see them finding comfort in both romantic and platonic. Like, I just feel like I'm friends with everyone.
Yeah. I think you inherently are a girl. You're of the people. Like I say, you're for the people. You are a girl's girl.
Yeah. I have lines that I'll draw where I'm not.
But I think
women.
But that's healthy. I think like you shouldn't. Like I can't talk about this situation, but like think of the situation I'm thinking of. Okay. Got it. If you were supportive of that, it would be wrong.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
You know, if you were supportive of that,
sure,
that would not be a girl's girl. It's like that's so toxic and like, what are you doing? That's not a girl's girl.
I know. According to the definition, it is though.
No, it's the well-being. That would not be.
It's so confusing. I feel like I need that girl on TikTok to like break down examples. Because I always like Sheena's always like, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, but she's not.
Yeah.
Like she kind of is. She is in ways.
That's what I'm saying.
Like she supports Allie doing her music. Like she'll help her friends. But at the same time, it's like she was kind of choosing like Tom Sandoval over Ariana at times. And it's like, what are you doing? I mean, there's no black and white answer. I feel like it's very gray. Unless you're someone who's like,
I'm going to start writing
that girl's so pretty, fuck her. It's like, okay, then you're not a girl's girl. Or if you're like, I'm so jealous that like, she's like, I don't know, she got a modeling job and I didn't, like, fuck her. Instead of being like, oh, good for her.
Yeah, but what if you were the one competing against her? To me, that makes sense why someone would be upset. They're not mad because she's a girl. They're mad because they didn't get the job.
I don't know. Somebody fucking tell her. My God.
I think there's...
A girl's girl is it's so easy to me, but I can't explain it. Like, I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the thing is like I understand what it is, but then there are certain situations where it's like, I'll see people commenting on TikTok and in like a situation that's like so very like, oh yeah, like you don't need to support that person. But then everyone's like, you're not a girl's girl. And I'm like, what?
Oh, interesting.
Like,
I guess it would need a specific example.
I feel like a lot of women, it's like blind loyalty to other women, like no matter what. And like
you're all a queen. It's like some of y'all aren't queens.
Yeah, I'm just like not like that. Like I'm very much like everyone needs to be like held accountable the same. Like,
well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just.
That's why I think I was like, sometimes I look and I see things. I'm like, oh, I disagree.
Yeah.
Like, am I not a girl's girl?
I think it's kind of emerging because of like early 2000s stuff. It was all very competitive. Like she's skinnier. It's like comparing yourself. I think it's supposed to be like, don't compare yourself. Like we're all also, here. We all have our goods and our bads.
Yeah. Like, I think it's so silly. Like if, like you were saying about an outfit, like someone's like, wait, I feel like, actually, I don't know if anyone's saying that, but it's like, just because you're a girl doesn't mean I can't think your outfit's not bad.
Wait, just because? Oh, of course.
You know?
Of course.
But I do feel like people would then be like,
if
you're
TJ
not a
came up
girl's
to you and was like, does this look good? And you said no, and you were honest, it's like, yeah, you're just being honest.
Yeah, but he's also a male.
Huh?
You said if TJ came up to you.
No, that's what I mean. He's not a girl.
Sure. But so I mean, like, even like if...
This is I feel like this conversation is going nowhere.
No, I know. I just think that so many people think that it's like blind loyalty.
Oh, see, I don't see it like that.
Okay.
I was seeing it
That's
as
where
like...
I get confused.
Like, if you're friends with Katy Perry, like, oh my God, you're going to space, that's incredible.
And I'd be like, oh my God, that's so scary. You're a fucking freak.
Yeah, maybe you're on a girl's girl. I don't know. Maybe you're just a little judgmental.
Katie, you're too woo-woo.
I think you're like up for the people, but like with a little judgment.
But,
like you'd be like, that's so cool she went to space, but like she's fucking weird.
yeah, no, I think like.
And that's fine.
I don't think that her going to space is what makes her weird though.
Yeah.
Like, I think for me, like, judging her going to space is like, oh my God, that's really scary. Like, you're a mom. You need to be careful.
She's a mother.
You're a mother.
I don't know. I don't know where else to take this conversation, Erin.
I mean, it doesn't need, I was just.
I'm done. I'm done with
just
this conversation.
confusing me.
I know. Maybe we could ask the boys on Thursday.
Yeah, like,
what's the definition of a girl's girl? It'd be kind of interesting to hear their definition. I feel like Mike will be so like misogynistic about it. And be like, oh, it's just a girl who's like, oh my God, girl, your hair's so cute. Like that's what Mike's gonna say. And Matt's gonna try to have like a politically correct answer.
Yeah.
That's my projection of what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think I need to dive deeper.
Maybe you could get a book on being a girl's girl.
I think it's just because I see so many things online. That's why I'm like, oh.
It's like
didn't know
if you're not like, don't make fun of other girls for just like their fashion choices or like,
oh, not a girl's girl.
Okay, so
I make fun of anyone if they, like, but not like outwardly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
like
it's
I would
okay.
never go up to her and be like, "That's ugly."
100%.
But like in my mind, I'm like, "Oh my God, I would never wear that."
Yeah,
but not because she's a woman, because it's probably ugly.
Yeah, we got to move on. This is
well, you brought up the example.
I know. I'm just really trying to. I think I know it, and then you bring up another thing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I think it's just. I think if you're just like. You want the best for everyone, you are a girl's girl.
Yeah.
And you're a guy's girl. And that's fine too.
Yeah.
Hold everyone accountable.
Yeah. Hashtag me too. Okay.
Me too.
Speaking of Love on the Spectrum, did you see the video of Britney that she did with People?
Britney.
Cartwright.
Oh, no.
She came outward. It was like a 14-minute video that was broken up into like kind of 3 different segments. The first part was her like finally talking about Cruz being diagnosed with autism. So he got diagnosed as nonverbal autistic. And it was honestly like a very interesting watch. But I think a lot of people are upset because then the rest of the video, it was like Cruz has autism, and then the middle part was like Jax's coke addiction, and then the last part was like, how are you going to date?
Was it just an interview with Britney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think, but like, I mean, it was probably like 10 minutes of her talking about his diagnosis. And like, I think it would have been really powerful, like on its own, especially because I feel like there are a lot of celebrities who like, I know Jenny McCarthy, she has an autistic child, and like, she's very vocal and like does a lot of stuff with it. But I think it's just like an interesting watch for people who maybe don't know that much about it.
Yeah.
And I just think it then came off as like kind of a money grab to like talk about it, and then like
not a girl's girl. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
No, I'm just saying like that's what the internet was like.
Yeah.
I saw the video on Twitter and I watched it and I was like, oh wow, like this is actually like really interesting, like to know everything they've been going through and how they've been like dealing with this diagnosis and like where he started and where he is now. But literally then it's like, so what about Jax's coke?
Yeah.
And so then people were like, this is a little too much. I think it would have been really strong as its like own thing. But also I don't really like understand people who are upset about her. Like she did with People magazine, and it's like when
like a money grab or something.
Yeah, like a lot of people were like, this is a money grab, this is a money grab. But it's like all of you same people were probably the ones that were like, talk about what's wrong with your son. Like, why is your son, he obviously he has autism. Like the whole time that the last season was airing, like every single person was talking about it. So it's like, okay, now she's finally like coming on and telling you guys, and like, it was super informative. And she seems like such a good mom. And I just like didn't really understand why everyone was so upset like on that front. It's also like something like that. Obviously, like she's going through a separation, divorce, maybe even, and like uprooted her life. Also, it's like so fucking annoying to me that like obviously they knew something was wrong with him, and Jack still made Britney and him leave. And like, obviously children with autism, like changing environments like that can be so traumatic. So I'm just like, what a fucking piece of shit.
It's so crazy even without that. It's like, what do you mean 100%. You stay there, made your wife and child move out?
Yeah, well, because he literally has like on record been like, well, she was the one leaving me. I wasn't going to leave my house. Like, he's just such a loser.
God.
So yeah, literally I don't know. I felt bad, but like obviously like getting all of these, he has like an aide that goes with him to school. It's like all those things are really expensive. Like, I don't know. To me, it didn't seem like it was a cash grab. I think she finally was like, okay, everyone wants to know like what's going on. This is what's going on.
But even if it's a cash grab, it's like,
we are. She's also a reality TV star.
Yeah, like what do you expect?
You're yelling at her to talk about it during the season. And then I feel like at that point too, they like probably knew something was going on, but they just like hadn't gotten also like, I don't think you can get like a actual diagnosis until they're 2. So people are just like, so
that's the thing with the internet too, is like I'll have an opinion and then people will be like, this is fucked up or something, and I'll be like, wait, what? And it's like, it'll change my opinion because anybody. And I mean, obviously that's a thing, but it's like, well, if she were to say on her podcast, it's like, I mean, I understand how different that is, but it's also like, well, she will still be getting paid to be talking about it, and it'll be a really well watched.
Maybe I am a girl's girl, because you know what, I was like, yeah, get that money from people. You're going to talk about it somewhere. It's either going to be on the show, on your podcast, or like get that bag so you can pay for your child.
Yeah, you're a girl's girl. But like also people,
first time I've ever been a girl's girl, the Britney car ride.
Literally on this episode talking about being a girl's girl.
Yeah.
So many people do like their baby reveals and shit on People magazine and like their wedding reveals. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I understand the difference. Like if once he grows up, he could be like, hey, why the fuck did you tell everyone that I'm autistic, like on a magazine? I think I understand that. If people are upset with that, I understand, because it's, he's a child. I don't know how this should work, but I don't know if he would want everyone to know.
Totally. It's also like, to me, it's so silly because like she is just this public figure who, it's not like she's just like a movie star who keeps her life private. She's a reality television show star. Like you're seeing
100%. It's not Jennifer Aniston being like, hello people, like, my child has autism.
100%.
Yeah. I guess I wouldn't expect anything different. I'm
like, okay, then don't complain when the show comes out and she's not telling you anything still.
Yeah. People are like,
you can't have everything.
Yeah. I think it would be different if it was like, again, I understand the people upset that she told the diagnosis when he's like a child. Mm-hmm. But it would be different if it was like, like Katy Perry or something. Because it's like, what? Like, you couldn't like deal with this at home. Like, because their kids aren't involved in their careers. Like, it sounds fucked up, but it's like Cruz is in the show and they talk about Cruz. So it's like, she probably had to mention something before the season started, maybe.
I have no idea if it's like in the show or what.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's like maybe they found out before, and so when they talk about it, maybe it'll make more sense now. Maybe that's why they did it. I don't know.
Okay, circling back to reality TV with Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Is it true that they're not paying them?
I don't know. I've never heard that. That sounds really bad though. They're not.
Yeah, well, that's why I feel like I had a hard time with like the first season. I was like, this just like feels wrong to be watching, and then people were coming out saying like they weren't getting paid, so then I was like, that feels extra wrong.
Yeah,
but I wasn't sure if you had any.
I haven't like even thought about that, or I just assumed they were. I did see that people found out like which like parents and stuff like follow like all the Trumps and like all the Erin, it's crazy. Connor's mom.
That tracks.
It does track, but she's like so fucking nice, but she follows like Marjorie Taylor Greene and I'm just like,
I would watch a show about their family. I was like,
why did you vote for a guy who like literally made fun of disabled people in front of whatever? Tanner's sister, the one who looks exactly like him.
Not Midge.
I know, she's so sweet.
I mean, that tracks. Like they give the family. Oh, you haven't seen it, The White Lotus. I mean, they're all from the South. That all tracks.
I know, but
me.
I'm just like, everyone, like, it's just a disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like,
the one girl, what was her name? She lives in Boston, and it's very funny, her obsession with the
trains. I'm obsessed with her.
It's so fun. As like being from there.
Yeah, you're probably like, okay.
I'm looking for my tea princess.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I love
when people love living in my hometown. It goes through it every single day.
It does? Oh my God. I know. I love when people are obsessed with things like that. Like, I love that. I want to like spend a day with her and like go on these trains.
Yeah, you're kind of like that.
Yeah. On the spectrum a little bit. I don't know. I love strange. Not that it's strange, but it is like an odd thing to be obsessed with. But oh my God, I love it. Like at the first time she ever started talking about it, I was like, I love this. I love that she's obsessed. And it's so funny on her date. She's like, do you like to take the train?
Oh, it's so funny.
And like any like other person would be like, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, it says, no, the cast of Love on the Spectrum is not paid.
Okay.
They receive compensation for meals, dating experiences, and travel expenses, but they are not paid a salary.
Interesting.
The show's production team has been upfront about it from the beginning. And it's been acknowledged within the autism community. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people were really mad about that.
Do they pay like Love is Blind people? Because if they do and they don't pay Love on the Spectrum, that's fucked up.
I know. Well, I feel like Love on the Spectrum, it's an Australian-based production company. So it might be different. Love is Blind.
I feel like they don't get paid.
Yes, they are.
They are?
Yep. They receive $1,000 a week, potentially up to $8,000 for the duration of filming.
I mean, I guess it is different because they're taken out of their lives and work, and they're in like these pods and stuff. But like, still, if you're on a TV, if you're being, quote unquote, used to be on a TV show, like you should be getting paid.
I would understand the first season if it's kind of like a pilot.
Yeah,
like think of any reality show that is first starting, like you're getting paid crumbs.
Yeah.
But now that they're on the third, fourth season, maybe, like I just feel like it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I'm shocked that they don't pay them. If you pay your other reality stars, pay Love on the Spectrum because hello.
I love Tanner.
Me too.
Tank.
When he
Wait, who else?
I think that's all I know for now. But I forget her name, but she's the one that's like she's dating the guy, like the cowboy.
Yeah.
When he got her the American Girl doll,
they need to relax with their kissing.
I know. I don't know if, like, how did you watch all of it? I think I have like 2 more episodes. So I don't know.
No, you don't know that. Buckle
up.
No,
I'm excited.
Just watch like her dad's facial expressions.
We're
the
like
whole time.
obsessed.
It's incredible.
Okay, we'll have to finish it.
Truly just.
Oh, so he like meets her family and they're making out. Oh my goodness.
It's like. Actually wild.
And then the other girl, I feel so bad for her. Sorry, I like don't remember names very well, but her mom, the one who has cancer.
The Tea girl.
Yeah, the Tea girl. And I'm like, God, her dad passed away
so sad.
like 4 or 5 years ago. And now your mom has like.
And her other sister is autistic as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she seemed really sweet too.
So I think, who was I talking to about it? I think they said her mom's like fine.
Okay, good.
Because
like
I was like, are you fucking serious? I was so mad.
I know.
When I found that out, I was just like so sad.
And I didn't realize, I thought she was an only child. So I was like, okay, no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad her mom's okay.
Her mom seems so sweet.
I know. I mean, all the parents seem really sweet and like protective and whatever. So yeah. I can't wait to watch the next episode now.
Who the heck was I with? I think it was Britney. And she said, James, you know that girl he went on a date with? Did you see the episode? She...
the black hair?
Yeah, like really long black hair. And they like
a bigger
darts.
Girl. Yeah.
She like went to school with one of Britney's friends. I think she's like a non-autistic person.
I feel like Nolan thought that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know did they say she was autistic?
No, but they don't ever really say that.
They usually do because they're like, this person doesn't like it. Like it's their like little quirks.
With Georgie though, I was like, is she?
I'm not sure.
And then there was somebody else.
I love that Connor is like obsessed with Georgie.
Oh, I would literally just watch a show about Connor and his family and Georgie. I'm obsessed with them. She's so sweet and like so good with him. I love them.
I loved her hair the first time we ever saw her.
Yeah, really. So did he.
Yeah, he did.
He loved her hair. That he was like, because he's so into like knights and those things. And like I think it reminded him of that.
I think so too. He was like, wow.
Yeah.
Love.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, that's like really it. Oh, the other girl who just wants to fuck.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah. She wants to get dick down.
She cracks me up. It's just like so funny that, what's his name? Adon? Adon. He was like, I'm not comfortable. His dad seemed so sweet when he was like FaceTiming his dad. I was like, is he in Congress? Like he looked like he was in Congress and he was also in DC.
They have way too many crosses in that house.
I know, but their house is fucking beautiful. Yeah. I'm like, oh, and isn't it Orange County? I'm like, this is like an $8 million home. Yeah. Holy shit.
Adon is so funny because he just like sounds like a 50-year-old like dad.
Yes. And she's like, dig me down, Adon. Like when she made the GIF book thing. Or like the imagery of like them like getting into a bed and it like I was like, this is so funny.
She just wants to fuck.
But what I love about the show is how just like, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them are very just like honest. Like, can I hold your hand? And it's like, it takes a lot of the nervousness out of like like dating as like a non-autistic person, because I feel like when you're on a date, everything is so like, oh God, like, do they want to hold my hand or no? Or like, do you want to kiss or no? Like, I don't know. I'm scared. Do they even like me? But like, most of them are pretty open during the day. They're like, I'm really liking you. Mm-hmm. And I love that.
I feel like it's so Connor great. Struggles, but
Connor does struggle. Them. Yes, he does.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that man.
I think, what's the other one that I love? He's the one with like the presidential hair. He also struggles a little bit with that, but
he's so cute.
He's my Boston so cute. King. He's so cute.
I didn't realize he was 37.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because they celebrate his birthday.
Oh, okay.
You'll see that.
Okay. His parents are so sweet. When his mom like cried when he came back from
he's like, Mom, don't cry.
I know. I was like, he's very funny. Have you ever seen his TikToks or anything?
No. His dad's so funny because he's just like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, James, enough.
I know. James is so funny. He'll get on TikTok and be like, he's very progressive. So he'll be like, I just heard that someone said that women should only be in the kitchen, and I don't think that's right to say, and I'm really upset about it. It's very like, I love it.
On his birthday, you'll see like he goes on a whole rant about abortion.
You're kidding.
No,
on abortion.
He has like a new date there, and then randomly he's just like, like women's rights, and then just starts talking about abortion. I'm like, James.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I need to go home now and watch the last 2 episodes.
He's so great. I love him. Also, did you see what the fuck, Lil Huddy? Mm-hmm. He performed at Clemson.
Yeah.
And Tanner came out with his roommate, who's also so sweet.
Yeah, I love them. I love them. Tanner. It's so fun. Tanner goes out with them. Nolan's like, the bros are out. The bros are together. Yeah. Because they're such a unit.
They're so cute. I wanted production to set up Tanner, like, when I started watching, and like he was like, I need a Christian woman and someone who likes to talk a lot. Oh, and then the girl who's like originally from Massachusetts who does all the beating. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is her name?
I'm really bad with names.
An N. I can't remember. She was like, I need a Christian.
Yeah.
And someone who talks a lot. And I was like, set them up.
I know they'd be great together.
Set them up.
Yeah. I love it.
But they're all just so funny. Like once they like make an initial connection, they're like, you are the love of my life.
I know.
We are together forever.
I know. I love it.
Which I'm like, I need them to date around. I need Tanner and her to date. I need to find out her name because it's actually really going to bother me.
It'd be interesting if there was like a reunion. Like imagine if there was like an actual reunion for the show.
Or like they all just like hang.
Well, I saw that
hang out
Tanner
together.
And Connor have been together, but I feel like they probably were like all together for the
Madison.
Oh, Madison.
That's what I knew. It started with an M.
Yeah, Madison.
She's so cute.
I need to finish it now. I'm so excited that you told me that. He goes on an abortion rant birthday.
Oh yeah,
with the date there.
Maddie though, in that you are gonna be like, when they're making watch it.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Crazy! It's so crazy. They're little horn dogs. They're so cute.
I love it. I wish they were pumping out these shows like they do 90 Day Fiance.
I know. I wonder how long ago that was filmed.
I was thinking it was around, part of it was the 4th of July, because the girl that was doing beating, I noticed behind her, there was like, she has a plant and it was full of like American flags and stuff. And then she also had an American flag.
That looked like a Christmas tree. I was like, why the fuck are there American flags all over her Christmas tree?
Yeah. And then on the table, there was like an American flag thing. And I was like, I feel like either she's like a patriot or it's the 4th of July. And I think the next episode, it was gone. So I feel like that was around the 4th of July.
They live in Florida.
True. No, they'd have Trump things instead of they have flag if they're in Florida. Yeah, they definitely don't let them talk about politics, I'm sure.
James.
Yeah, true.
James was, oh my God, it's so funny. You gotta go.
I can't wait.
And it's so cute because you can tell he's so passionate about it, but like he struggles a lot with like
getting it
verbalizing.
Out. That's like literally his TikToks.
TikTok of the guy impersonating them?
No.
Oh my God. Like I gotta just play it because I think other people who are like Love on the Spectrum heads, like this is unbelievable.
I'll do it. I am not a fan of blondes. However, gentlemen,
wow,
I would make an exception for
who is it?
Connor.
Daenerys Stormborn, mother
of
offensive? Dragons.
No, I don't think it's like
breaker of chains, rightful heir to the Iron Throne. Connor, hey Connor, I actually like Game of Thrones as well.
Stop.
But with hair color, I don't have a preference. I like black, I like brown, I like blondes, I like red. I like all the colors.
Shit.
How about you, James? Do you also have a preference for blondes or brunettes or
the cadence?
What do you have a preference for? Blondes, yes, not too bad. But I want to say hair color is the only feature that
they'd get my ass
for as a priority.
100%. It sounds just like them.
For a woman who has the similar socioeconomic views of the world.
He does like the facial expressions too.
Doesn't like pets.
I was not expecting him to look like that.
Yeah. I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't mind pets. I really just want a good girl that I could bring back home with and show my parents and maybe go outside and throw a little fire pit and make some s'mores and play some country music with her and show her my DJ collection. I would say that.
Ah, yes. S'mores are delicious. But can get very sticky. Which reminds me of my last situation. So I'm looking for someone more faith-based and is willing to hold back on intimacy. Much respect to you, Dawn.
Connor.
That's so good.
Isn't that crazy?
Holy shit.
I think one of them commented on it. I don't know.
Like, this is offensive, take it down.
No.
I know.
Like actually so impressive the way that he can like just fully embody them.
Every single one.
Yeah.
He must be like a really good impressionist.
Let me go to his page.
I love a good impression. Oh, I've got an impression.
The boys from Love on the Spectrum went out for drinks is the next one. Yeah, he must do impressions. Yeah, like if Elon Musk was invited.
I definitely believe.
Yeah, he does impressions. I was impressed. Took my breath away. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. I've seen a lot of James ones. Like, I feel like that's like the main one people are pretty good at. But yeah.
I mean, so good.
Yeah.
People who can do stuff like that, it's like how.
Yeah.
You've got to have something in like your brain that just, it's like a photographic memory, but for sounds.
Mm-hmm. For voices.
Really crazy.
Mine's only Kourtney Kardashian. I can only do one.
Yeah.
I can do the girl from Hannah Montana do that one that's like, whoa, like Hannah's so uncool. Like that. That's pretty dead on, but that's it. Okay. Can we talk about what's his name? Eric Dane.
We can, yeah. It was really sad.
It's just like, my aunt. So Eric Dane was diagnosed. He's in Euphoria. He was McSteamy on Grey's Anatomy. He was diagnosed with ALS, and my aunt died from ALS, and it is the most horrific. I mean, I'm so scared of it. It's like one of the most horrific ways to see someone go. And like, I was reading posts below it of people being like, I'll never forget like when my mom had this and like whispered to my sister, like, please kill me. Like it's stuff like that. It's like your body becomes slowly paralyzed over time, but your brain and mind is completely the same. So it's just like fucked. Like I had to watch my aunt go through it, and it's just like she would just sit there and like cry, but like couldn't move. It's just crazy. Like all loved his family, and I hope they find a fucking cure or something. I know they have some medicines and stuff they're working on that can like prolong your life a little bit, but like sometimes people get diagnosed and they're dead in a year. Like it can move so fast. So I just wanted to bring that up because it's important to me.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm avoiding it because that's too scary.
No, I know. It's really scary. Like literally when my aunt got diagnosed, I obviously had anxiety, and I was like, oh my God, my hands are tingling. Totally. Now I have it. But when my grandma had a stroke, I thought the same thing. So I was like, I have a stroke now.
I'm having a stroke.
Literally, I was like, everything's tingly. Gosh, there's I have so many Am I the Assholes, but like I know we're doing one on Good Influences. I'm like, which I feel like, let me just read this one, and I feel like you'll laugh that I want to read on Good Influences. It says, am I the asshole for getting my coworker fired for his repeated visible dick print?
Dick print?
Yeah, I want to save that one though, I think, because I want the boys' opinions, because it's a dick print, you know? And we don't really have those. Okay. Am I the asshole? This is a little bit old, but am I the asshole for April Fool's prank on my boyfriend? Yesterday, I played a prank on my boyfriend that I was pregnant. We hadn't even slept together, so I wanted to see how he would react. He's super sweet and has been so awesome for the short time we've dated. So I sent him a screenshot of a fake pregnancy test and said, we can't be together anymore because I'm pregnant. He didn't react how I thought he would and just said, huh? Then he realized it was an April Fool's prank and told me happy April Fool's Day, but I wanted to get him going a little bit more. So I told him I'm being dead ass serious. He didn't reply for about 10 minutes. So I asked him, no crash out. And then he told me he left work. And if it's an April Fool's joke, it's not funny. He's legitimately mad at me for joking about cheating and leaving him. He also said that he'd tell the hypothetical guy that I've been playing both of them, which really made me mad. Like, why are you mad?
This girl's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, this is stupid. I told him that he's being too soft for being this way over April Fool's joke, and he's being a snitch. I texted him this morning, and he's still upset and said that he's shocked I haven't apologized yet. I told him he's being a crybaby, and he just replied, yikes, and sent another message to me saying that he has to think things through and wants to be left alone.
Break up with her.
Am I the asshole for this?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry,
this one's psycho.
This was actually kind of dumb. I don't know why I saved this one. I'm so sorry. But
that girl just sucks.
Yeah.
Not a girl's girl. She sucks.
It's funny that like she created the situation on her own and they got mad at him for being mad.
Like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's also like, it feels just manipulative to be like, in a new relationship we've never dated, and send a screenshot of a ultrasound and be like, I can't be with you anymore, I'm pregnant. Like, that's very like,
it's
that happens.
Funny.
Like, that happens. So like, what? That's not even a joke.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's not even like a funny joke.
I would just assume that person would be pissed at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And like, honestly, what a... I don't know. It's so stupid.
So dumb.
She's going to be alone forever. She needs to find someone to match her freak.
Yeah. Like, she thought that'd be like funny to him.
Also, like, think about if roles were reversed and like he pretended that he cheated on her. Like,
right?
that's
Literally.
not funny. That's not a funny thing to joke about.
Yeah.
Like, a funny thing to joke about is like anything else.
The toilet smoking, and then he goes in there and it's the freaking, it looks like it's smoking.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a prank. That's a funny
like
little haha.
Anything on Jackass or Punked.
Oh yeah, Punked.
Like,
yes.
those elaborate pranks are a little silly.
Amazing. Yeah.
These crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Loco.
Although some of the ones on Punked are a little actually out of control, but whatever.
A little bit life altering, but that's okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to be my sister's bridesmaid because she chose ugly friends to make herself look better?
Oh.
My sister, 27 female, is getting married and asked me, 24 female, to be one of her bridesmaids. I was excited until I found out who the rest of the bridal party was. Every single one of them is someone she's either not that close to or has made fun of before for being awkward or not photogenic. Some of her actual best friends, the ones who she sees all the time, weren't even asked.
What?
It felt weird, so I asked her why she picked this group. She kind of laughed and said, "You'll understand when it's your wedding. You don't want people who will outshine you in your own pictures." Okay, not a girl's girl.
Not a girl's girl. See, we're learning some lessons.
Okay. That honestly, like you're just a psycho.
Yeah, not a girl's girl.
I just stared at her. I asked, "So you picked them because you think they'll make you look better?" She rolled her eyes and said, "It's not that deep. I just want to feel confident that day, and I'm allowed to be a little selfish for my wedding." That rubbed me the wrong way. I told her I didn't want to be a part of a bridal party built on tearing other people down, even subtly, and that she should have picked people she actually cares about. Now she's calling me judgmental and sensitive, and our mom says I'm being too idealistic and should just support her. But I feel like going along with it makes me complicit. Am I the asshole?
No, I feel like obviously it's her wedding, but like that says a lot about her character.
It's also just weird. Like, if you don't want to feel insecure because of like other women, like, then just don't have any bridesmaids.
Not
like,
a girl's
why are
girl.
you feeling? I don't think, like, to me, I'm like, that's like something I could be torn on, where it's like maybe she's just like too insecure as a person.
It's the reasoning behind it.
Yeah,
for me.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of like, if she was just a person who struggled with severe like body issues, like is not a confident person, like I would have sympathy for her, like not having anyone in her bridal party because like she's like they're too pretty. To me, I'm like, that's not a girl's
that's
girl.
like
That's
a mental
just,
yeah.
Something just kicked off. Must be the AC. But because she's like actively seeking out people who she's like noted as like ugly or not photogenic or whatever, that's just weird. Also, sorry, this is gonna sound like really bad, but like at that point, like just have no one. Like, why would you? If people aren't photogenic and you think they're ugly, why would you want them ruining your pictures?
I know it sounds really fucked up, but it's like if you think they're so ugly, why do you want them in your wedding photos? That's so true.
So weird.
That's so true. But also, I'd be like, wait, so am I ugly? If I was also in the wedding party, you know what I mean? Like,
but like, I don't think they know that. Like the bridesmaid. Oh, you mean her sister?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good
and
point.
also just like weird, like what do you mean?
I would
all of her
literally be
close
like, no.
friends are not in her wedding party.
So that is
That'd be like me getting married and like having girls you've never even heard of.
To say you'll understand when you get married is you need to be like hospitalized.
Yeah,
you need
no.
a 5150'd. Call CPS on your sister.
The reason CPS
because your mom is being psycho.
Like the reasoning behind it is bad.
It's so weird. Like, what do you even mean? That just, to me, shows that, like, she's the kind of person that cares less about, like, the actual wedding and what it symbolizes for her and more of, like, the show of, like, how she looks and, like, the vibes it's giving everybody else. And not, like, oh, this is, like, a testament to our love.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need to look hot. And all of these like, ugly people are going to make me look hot.
Yeah, and it's like, what are your priorities for this day, ma'am?
Freak.
Weird. I mean, it would be a red flag if I went to a wedding and I knew that all the bridesmaids were like not her close friends. I'd be like, what's the tea? And they all looked crazy ugly. I'd be like, what's going on?
Why'd she have all these uggos standing up there
with all these Shreks up there.
It's also like, I don't ever feel like when I'm at a wedding, I'm even looking at anybody else.
For real.
Other than the bride and the groom. For real.
It's crazy that that's like such a, maybe, I don't know, as a bride, obviously you want to pick your bridesmaids, but it's like, are you really thinking that deep about it? Like everyone's going to be looking at them all day, the whole time. Like, no, nobody even looks at them. They see you when you walk down the aisle. So it's nice to have, you know, matching dresses or whatever. And that's pretty much as far as it goes.
Yeah. I think you like you just like, I want everyone to like look nice, feel nice, and have a nice time.
Literally.
But
I want to look the hottest. So I'm going to get all my Shrek friends.
What the fuck? Like you take so many photos like without your friends anyway, like, or your bridesmaids, like why do you even care? Like that's so weird. I would, if I were like one of her close friends,
oh my god,
and it got back to me, I think a real true girl's girl would be the sister exposing her sister.
I agree
to all of those people.
No, it is, that
and
is
be like, hey,
girl.
like she's actually doing this to embarrass you.
So I don't think like if you want, you might want to think about your friendship with her because this is how she views you. That's a girl's girl. You are such a girl's girl.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that, but
no, but like
in my mind, theoretically, like I would be like, they need to know.
Yeah,
it sucks that it's your sister. Like if it was like, say it was you and I, and you were doing that, I'd be like, oh, I don't ever have to like be your friend again. But like your sister,
yeah, you're connected.
Then you're just like, ugh, my sister's the fucking worst. Which like I'm sure this can't be the first time you're like seeing her behave this way because this seems like a new low to me.
Yeah, especially if she's like, am I the asshole?
Yeah. But like if you said that and like I wasn't one of your bridesmaids and then like all of the other people who I would think would be your bridesmaids were also not your bridesmaids and it was random people, I would go to all of our friends and be like, Carly said this to me.
Yeah.
About like, we're all so hot that we can't be your bridesmaid. But now she's like.
But it's like, if you did that, that's my problem.
Totally.
So it's like, okay.
I mean, like you would obviously never, but you know, there's people that are like, you told that.
No, of course. Like, but it's like
crazy.
Sorry, I spread God forbid I spread information.
God forbid I tell everyone that you're a bad person.
Yeah. God forbid I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
God forbid I said to someone something you said and now you're mad.
But see, then here's the other part of it. would the girl's girl then not go on? Because like
the girl's girl will do what feels right. But if you're
my closest friend and ally,
here we go again. Okay. Okay.
Psychoanalyzing a girl's girl. If you're my closest friend and ally, and then you confided in me that you're having a bunch of uggos up there on your wedding day because you want to look pretty, would it then not be girl's girl behavior for me to go and tell everyone your insecurity?
I think you'd be a girl's girl. I can't even say it now. Did you just bang your head on the wall?
Clip. It's like those people get in car accidents.
Literally, are you okay? Do you need an MRI?
This is where it gets confusing for me.
No, I don't think it's confusing. I think you telling them you'd be the girl's girl because I'm in the wrong and I'm being an asshole. Mm-hmm. Unless it was like I'm going through something so crazy mentally, like but still.
Where do we draw the line?
You'd be a girl's girl for telling them because otherwise they're left in the dust being friends with this girl that they think is their best friend and she actually just talks shit about them. Yeah. And you're letting them know.
Yeah.
I think that's...
See, like...
There's a difference between me being like... I can never think of examples. Emma and I are in this fight and like, please don't say anything to her, but like, this is what happened. And then you like going and telling her I told you. Like that's fucked up. Like that would not be a girl's girl. But if it was like...
But what if I was... Okay, I see what you're saying. I think to me it's dependent on the situation.
It is. It is in the intention behind it.
Because like, I think it's just like, the intention. Would it be me then gossiping to Emma? Or like, what if something you told me then affected Emma? To me, it's like all of these things.
Yeah. But I think the ultimate decision and the morality is the girl's girl mentality.
The intent behind.
The intent is to help and not be like, oh my God, the girl's so pretty, I hate her. Like that. Like that's not a girl's girl. It's like someone just pretty and you're just jealous so you don't like her now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's just from the like BuzzFeed one. But
I hate her. Yeah. She's like, so pretty, I hate her.
Or like, oh, she looks so good today. Ugh, great. And I look terrible. Well, you can think that. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh. Like if I was like fully done in makeup and you were like, oh, did you... Actually, no, I don't know. That's not even mean.
I would do that.
No, I know. But I guess it would be like...
They need to make a better quiz.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
That's like just as long as those like Enneagram quizzes that like put you in the like scenario. Yeah, not just like you see a girl walking down the street and you think she's pretty. Are you oranges? Drooling? Yeah, like I need like a
scenarios,
like a math equation. That's like she has this many apples.
Scenarios.
She did this with the apples.
Yeah. Maybe.
Who do you tell?
I'm sure there's a book on being a girl's girl.
I don't need to read
A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
I'm not like looking to be a girl's girl. I think it's just confusing, like from what I see online.
I think it's also because I think you think very black and white, and there's not a lot of middle when it comes to like, well, especially when it comes to like definitions of things.
Sure.
So I think that it's harder for you to like not grasp it. Like I'm not calling you dumb, but like just like
I didn't think you were
trying to.
No, I think
you want to know the answer, and it's like, is it this or is it this? And it's like, it can be both sometimes.
No, but see, I feel like I think that, but then I see people online commenting like, you're not a girl's girl, and it's on a situation that like I wouldn't specifically think that they weren't being a girl's girl.
Send it to me next time, and I'll be like,
I will.
I'll try to psychoanalyze it.
Yeah.
And maybe do a poll or something.
I think that's why in my mind, it's like all or nothing because of things that I'm seeing, but also the internet's fucking insane. Like everyone's just nuts.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I gotta,
Yeah. I mean, you don't need to be like tested.
Oh, no.
You want the good of everyone.
To me, like, you know me, it's just about like understanding
100%.
The definition. I'm not like actively seeking approval of being a gal.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to randomly, I read the first like chapter of our book club book. Mm-hmm. So good so far.
Ooh,
it literally, the first sentence, I'm paraphrasing, but is literally like.
I didn't know you were going to read.
I know. Well, it was free on Kindle Unlimited, and I was like, okay, I might as well. Yeah. And then the first sentence was literally like, a podcaster is ruining my life, and I was like, oh, this sounds so good. So that's all.
Yeah, the woman who like posted about it, she's a good author. So Cheryl was like, I trust her.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far.
We'll see.
I've only read a chapter.
Didn't say anything in the group chat, so I didn't know if you.
Well, I'm sorry.
I kicked you out.
You almost kicked me out. Girl, not a girl's girl.
Well, you haven't been to book club.
Yeah, but there were like reasons.
Yeah.
The last one I just didn't want to read a smut book.
Yeah, the last one you didn't finish.
The other one I just didn't finish. Mm-hmm. There's only been 2, right? 2 strikes.
Yeah, but this was going to be the third.
You're going to Matt King me and kick me out.
Because I was like, is she... Well, you just haven't been saying anything. So I was like...
So sometimes I just read it and then I'll just...
Is she going to come or not?
Oh, yes. This is my declaration of book club. I will be reading this book, I think. I'm trying. I'm just like... it's hard for me to read anything. Like, I read the first chapter and I was like, this is good, but I was also like, I want to do other things. So I'll try. It's also because we like had a habit of reading in bed, but now we're watching a show again. So it's like my like hour of reading every night is now gone.
Well, what if you substituted it for all your TikTok time?
I'm not doing that. I physically and personally and mentally cannot do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She would vanish.
I would evaporate.
Vanish into the abyss.
Like the China wind.
Yeah, they would
like the wind in China, I would fly away.
I wonder if anyone got blown over.
I don't know. I'm sure like
I just saw it as a headline. I was like, what?
I know. Like I probably should have stayed inside when we were having those like crazy, we had like a hurricane.
What?
Like it was, you weren't here. It was during Joe's wedding. We had like a fucking hurricane. It was so windy.
Where was I?
I don't know, but you weren't here.
Oh, I was in Europe. I was abroad.
Yeah, you were in Europe. Of course.
I was abroad.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have been outside. The car was, it was scary. It was whipping all around. But anyways.
You also didn't weigh 95 pounds then.
That's true.
You might have been able to hit the 110 thresh mark.
Yeah, my fat ass, 110 pounds, just heavy on the cement with my heavy feet.
All right.
I also think the doctor's scale was wrong. But
why?
I don't know, because I
have one inside.
Oh, let me use it because I'm just curious. I don't know if I said it on here, but like I just got weighed at the doctor and I was like, that feels so like low for me. But
you're tiny now.
I know, but I feel like I need to. I just want to do it again. I just feel like it's wrong.
Okay.
But I also was wearing like my shoe, whatever.
So maybe you even weigh less. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Coming up next for Carly's weight. Watch our Patreon to see her
Carly
weight.
wither away.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening / watching almost a 2-hour pod. That's crazy.
Whoa. Half the time spent on girls girling.
Literally. Well, hopefully you guys didn't scream trying to tell us through the speakers.
I think people will understand.
Yeah. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/onlyfriends. We do 2 bonus episodes a month on there. Please email us at onlyfriends696969@gmail.com with any questions, comments, concerns about your life. Am I the assholes? Am I overreacting? Whatevs. Otherwise, we'll see you guys every Wednesday on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. Peace.